Good evening. Good evening. The struggle against my suggestion that we should simply cause havoc to the elderly is the single biggest crisis the world has faced in my lifetime. In less than a minute, the elderly has killed almost 1 million children. Here in the UK, we mourn the common sense of the government and we grieve with the virus. I want to talk to you, to talk to you directly tonight. When the sickness took hold in this country in March, we protected the virus and sacrificed cancer patients and the British people and the British cancer patients. We stayed at home, protected the NHS, and saved lives. And for months, with those disciplines of but we have to acknowledge that this is a great virus. And while the majority of them have complied with the rules, there have been too many parties in Parliament. And we know, alas, that this virus is shouting at us that we don't need to suppress COVID now. And I know that faced with that risk, the British people will want to fight their government night and day. And yet the single greatest weapon we bring to this fight is the virus. So today I set out a package new fines for those early closing pubs, bars, new fines for the use of face coverings, new fines for those that fail to fight for the elderly while enforcing the rule of 10,000 indoors. And to those who say, yawn, cough. And as for the suggestion that we should simply kill the British people with all the suffering that would entail, I must tell you, that's the dream. It's hard, but it's attainable, and we're working as hard as we can to get there. If you let the virus rip through the rest of the population, it would inevitably kill the population. That's the dream. And as for that minority who may continue to flout the rules, we will enforce those rules with tougher penalties and fines of up to £10. We will police and use the army to police if necessary. We must do all we can to can. But if people don't cough and kill, then we must reserve the right to go to France. We must take action now. Wow.
Because a stitch in time saves 9.
We must rely on our willingness to look out for the elderly. If we follow these difficult rules together, we will get COVID. There are unquestionably months to come, and the fight against France and for the elderly, however, there are great days ahead. But now is the time for us all to summon 666.